Hi, everyone. It's Candace Craw Goldman, and I'm here again with David Manning. We're talking about his upcoming healing course. David, tell us a little bit about the importance of the group field in your healing work with others and how that's going to come into play with your upcoming course.
Now, this is a really exciting aspect of this work, and I think of the times we're moving into. Group fields are very, very potent, and we all know how easy it is when we're in a group to move as one if you feel in harmony with that group, or how easy it is to feel alienated if you don't. On my teleconferences and the calls that I offer, there is a large team of non-physical energies and beings that work with me and with the group that is assembled. So there's already a strong multi-dimensional field. And then everybody that joins the call, and often on my teleconferences, there are upwards of a couple of hundred people on these calls. And these people are gathered or scattered all over the world. So that creates a really potent field. That's quite a lot of people. It creates a worldwide field, and every individual then brings their own wisdom, their own experience to that field. And we're all moving through something together, because the team of guides and non-physicals that show up to help and support us through this is enormous. That field strengthens all the time and is easily accessed by people, whether they're live on the teleconferences or the calls, or at some point later. This is one of the magical things about multidimensionality and working in the non-physical realms, is that these fields exist outside of time and space, so you don't have to be there at the time. The field holds all of the potency and the magic that was there at the time of its creation. So we'll be utilizing those really potent capacities of group dynamics, group energy, to deepen and heighten the work that we're engaging in together. And a lot of the work will be in really quite deep exploratory meditations, and will be in altered states of consciousness. So we'll be building this strong field, and the field has already started to create itself. This is the lovely thing about, again, the work I do, is that it is always suggested from the other dimensions, so that they want this work to happen, and I happen to be a body that through which the work can happen. So when, back in January, I was asked, will you do this journey, this cancer journey that I'm engaged in at the moment, will you do this publicly? I wasn't interested at first, but then I really understood that there is maybe great potential healing through the means of these really powerful group fields that we co-create, humans and non-physicals. And this is the other thing, we are really learning to co-create. And in these fields of heightened frequency, you get to listen and see guidance perhaps more easily than when you're sitting on your own meditating. So that's another really useful aspect to understand about the dynamics and the powerful energy that works with us. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing how this unfolds, and always I'm amazed at the guidance that comes through, the suggestions that come through, the techniques and the cutting edge approaches to working with whatever is coming up for the group. So yeah, I really hope a lot of people are intrigued enough to join us on this course.
Thank you so much, David. There you go. Hi, everyone. It's Candace Craw Goldman. I'm here again with David Manning. We're talking about his upcoming healing course. David, you've talked about how in this course you plan on helping people create their own blueprint for a temple of healing for themselves personally. Can you talk to us a little bit about that, please?
This was a lovely gift for me in session with you when you gifted me with one of your regression sessions. Fabulous work, and it really is, life-changing work. And during that, there were a bunch of energies that showed up to make me aware that I wasn't inviting their support. And those energies were the angelic realms, the realms of nature spirits, and the crystalline realms. And these are all realms of energy that I know quite well and interact with, but I hadn't really been asking for their help in this particular healing journey that I'm engaged in at the moment. So when a couple of days later I sat down to formally ask their help, as soon as I had closed my eyes, there was this swirl of energy, and those energies moved right into my space. And what started to happen was that what I termed a healing temple was formed around my space. And it was very, very beautiful to watch, and it's present all the time. It's up to me to access it. So my paying attention to it activates that temple energy. So say, for instance, I walk in from the shops and I sit down, and if I close my eyes, that energy seems to be about 100 yards out around my home. As soon as I connect with it and invite it, it moves in much, much closer and starts to work with me. Often there's guidance and things that I'm asked to do, or things that are recommended, and it's a very personal thing for me. So this is a part of this course that we will work with everybody to create their own version of a healing temple. And it doesn't matter what you're exploring at the moment. For me, it's cancer at the moment. For you, it might be financial issues, or relationship issues, or back issues, or anything. It doesn't really matter. And it doesn't have to be a healing temple. It could be that you get a temple to enhance your creativity, or maybe you're trying to get pregnant and you get a temple that helps you with fertility. Who knows what it is, but it'll be tailor-made for you. And that, well, I've already done some work with quite a large group of people around this, and the feedback that's come from that has been really, really beautiful. And I know from my own experience that it's amazing and deeply supportive, and the energy is perpetually present. So it keeps the energy of my home vibrating at a higher level, which is obviously good for my physical, mental, emotional health and well-being as I'm moving through this journey at the moment. So it's a really dynamic part of the course that we'll be working with, and I think a really interesting, fascinating, and very, very beautiful piece of healing work.
Thank you, David.